Salut! What was that? Oh my god. Salut! Hi. Learning French is difficult. I have been learning French not so seriously since the beginning of this year, but seriously since May-ish, end of May. I have a playlist of all my French learning videos. Check it out. Je prends le français depuis 3 mois et c'est très difficile parce que j'oubliais toujours d'étudier. Wow, we love fluency. So I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm still a beginner, for sure, but it's getting easier. I'm getting a bit more comfortable with it. But today I wanted to talk about positive things like the difficulties and roadblocks that I've come across while learning French. So let's get into it. C'est parti! The one thing that I haven't gotten over yet though is like every time I say something in French, like I know how it's supposed to sound and I know how I sound. And it makes me cringe every single time. Yeah, so. Je peux parler un mélange de français et d'anglais. Like when I'm communicating, I feel like I can get through like a pretty basic conversation if I'm using both English and French. I don't know if I would be able to survive in full French. What am I saying? So franglais is where I'm at. Mais il y a certain things I have a lot of difficulties with. The number one thing I have trouble with is staying consistent. I think that's everyone's biggest difficulty while learning a language. I hope it's not just me, because it's like, okay, life happens, I'm busy, whatever. I don't think about studying. It's like the last thing on my mind. Another thing that I've been having a lot of difficulty with is if you watched my series of videos of me like trying to learn as much French as I could in 1 month, I talked about how I started to learn passé composé, I think. Did I? God, I can't remember anything right now. But I feel like everyone has difficulties with passé composé. But I will say it's actually a lot simpler than I remember it being when I was learning about it in high school. Like it's easy. It's way easier than I thought. But my biggest issue is that I don't use it. Like I will make any excuse to just stay in the present tense. But whenever I have to like tell a story about my week or whatever, this is the only thing I can think of, and anyone who has ever been in a French class with me can vouch for this. This is my go-to thing. Quand je marchais l'autre jour, je suis tombée. So obviously I have a mastery over the passé composé. It's interesting because I know how to use it. I can't say that I know how to use it because I don't. I know how to use it. I just don't know how to use it. You feel me? Like if I'm writing, I know how to use it. When I'm speaking, I don't know how to use it. Am I making sense? Please let me know. As an example, let me try to figure out how to do another verb in passé composé. I'm going to challenge myself. I have a class on Wednesday. When I am in the class, I am going to try to tell a story, little itty bitty baby story, using the passé composé. What I find crazy is that I said that thing yesterday about how I'm going to challenge myself to speak in passé composé for today's class. And then they posted on Instagram today that the beginner class is going to be about passé composé and the imparfait. And that's what we're going to be going over. So, haha. Next, I want to talk about pronunciation. It's awful. Hardest to pronounce French words. Yaourt. Yaourt. I should stop. La chirurgie. La chirurgie. Do I pronounce both R's? That's the question. Every French person ever is going to hate me. It's fine.
La chirurgie.
La chirurgie. Chirurgie.
La chirurgie.
La chirurgie. Okay, that's not that bad. That's not. I thought I had to pronounce both R's way too much. Okay. La chirurgie.
La fourrure.
Fourrure. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, enough of me fully embarrassing myself. Also, words that I find difficult to pronounce are words that are spelled the same in English. For example, to observe. It looks like observer. Mais non, observer. Like, I don't care if I'm reading a sentence. Observer quelqu'un de loin. I want to say observer quelqu'un de loin. Or to follow the instructions, observer les cousins. Maybe? I just want to say observer les cousins. Like, I just can't. Like, something in my brain is like, that is an English word. Pronounce it with a full English accent. My immediate thought is not observer. It's no, observer. Auditions? Audition? Does any other native English speaker who is learning a language like French, or really any language that doesn't have the ridiculous R that we have, do you feel really strange when you speak like French, for example, for like a short period of time, and then you switch back to English and all of a sudden you're just hyper aware of how nasty American R's are? Because that's me all the time. I finish a French class and it feels gross to speak in an American accent. Ce sont les choses que je pense difficiles. Mon première vidéo sur le français. That's me saying my first video like about French, right? I think that's what I mean to say. My first video about French was based around the fact that I get really nervous when I speak French in front of anyone, and that makes me forget a lot of words and a lot of phrases, and I blank and whatever. So for example, in like my French classes that I'm taking, I'm fine talking to the people in class. I generally feel pretty comfortable, but the minute someone new comes in, or the minute I'm having to speak in French to anyone else, it's like I forget everything that I've learned. So I do think it is getting easier. The circle of people that I feel comfortable speaking French with is getting bigger. I think also as I grow more confidence in speaking, and I feel like I become better at French. Still very much I get a little shy. When I'm speaking French, je deviens, I become, is that it? Je deviens très timide. I don't know. Mon objectif is to make a full video in French. It's gonna be intermediate probably by like January. So like 2021 hits, boom, I want to make a video where I'm speaking in French, and it is at least not fluent, but like not painful. This is the week that I was planning on going to Paris. In my Hopper app, I wanted to come to Paris. I wanted to stay for a bit. I wanted to like be somewhat fluent in French by now. Thank God I now have more time, because I don't think I would have been able to get to like the level of Frenchiness that I would want to before my trip if it had been this week. Or maybe I would have had more reason to study more. Who knows? Whatever. I mean, this year has messed up everyone's plans. If this year had gone differently, I would be in Paris right now. Mais non, je suis à l'intérieur depuis April. That is exactly what I was talking about. I used the present tense. I didn't even use the past tense. I was like, I am inside since April. No, it's I have been inside since April. Et c'est horrible. That's another one. Horrible. Can't say horrible. Oh, how would you even say that?
Horrible.
Horrible. Horrible. Et c'est horrible. Et c'est horrible. But it's been pretty cool. I've definitely been feeling a lot more comfy, a lot more confident with my French Please like this video if it helped you feel a little bit less alone in your French learning journey or other language learning journey. And go ahead and subscribe if you would like, and hit the bell if you want to be notified when my next video goes live, which is usually Fridays, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. I'm expecting to see your beautiful face then. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, see you next week.